Alright. Apparently it did not save the fact that I built the Omega weapon or bought this last Orchestrion roll, so let's do that.
It's a dangerous world out there.
Yeah. So, last night we started and finished Echoes of the Fallen. So that was nice. It was pretty short. We got the whole thing done in like 2.5 hours. Without really trying to rush, and with like a large gap where I was like talking to my wife, and so nothing happened. Like I literally sat there for a while. But long story short, it was decent. I mean, it was short for a DLC, but it ended in a very chaotic fight with I think they called it it's called Omega, but I think the trophy also refers to it as the Omega weapon. Whatever. I mean, big giant robot thing with fleshy bits. I mean, it's a giant robot spider that has like real arms. That seems like a correct description of it. Anyways, we're gonna start the Rising Tide now. We are not gonna be able to finish the Rising Tide in a single session. That is not gonna happen. Not just because we don't have as much time, but also because it's a lot bigger. It's got a much bigger section of map and like a longer story, and also there's 2 new icons to have abilities from, which are apparently very strong. So this is going to be the first time in a long time that I've messed with my build. Alright, anyways, Leviathan's dominant. In need of rescue? Alright. Journey to the Vale in Northreach and inquire with one Layla.
Leviathan the Lost. But why now? After all this time.
Because she's in trouble? They're in trouble? No. Here comes Jill.
Oh.
I doubt.
Yep, go get Joshua.
I see we're all... So, I'm not sure yet.
Do we know its provenance?
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever the dime... What important might be if the letter is to be believed.
Leviathan?
So the Warden of Water, what has it been?
More. The Lost moniker dates back at least that long. Even our venerable lawsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the might...
What the gap? I know it can be a few years before...
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could...
But if one has awakened now, every nation in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be...
And the twins will be at war.
Oh, that's fair.
Just when humanity must... Did the letter say anything else?
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet and that the Vale can arrange a meet.
Famous last.
As am I.
Thank you. And Otto? Yeah. I shall leave the Invincible in your...
I do like the fact that they, like... I mean, let's be honest, anybody who does the DLC is going to finish the game and finish it pretty thoroughly. Like, nobody gets the DLC if they never finish the main game. So I'm, like, to that end, it's a little annoying that it forces you to get all the way to, like, the end of the game and finish some side missions in order to unlock these. But the reason they do it is because they're going to put Jill and Joshua in your party for the entirety of the DLC, where they require them at least at the beginning, and they're kind of the best companions. That says Layla with an A. I could have sworn it was with an E. Well, now I'm going to go check it just to be absolutely, like, because I really want there to be a typo somewhere. Ah, see, I don't even need to go. Yeah. On the screen it said Layla with an A, and on my checklist it's Layla with an E. Hilarious. Oh.
Allow me to educate
did not.
Understand one's place in the world.
Oh my gosh, we've got new maps added to Vivian. Oh, wait, no, no, no. Information on Echoes of the Fallen. And Rising Tide. Okay. Little behind on that.
Study it well, Clive.
Okay. I was very to say. Yeah, that one's going to be short. There's not a whole lot of things that happened. We went to Port Isolde. We ran through all of frickin' Rosaria. And then eventually ended up at the Sage Spire. Where we just, you know, dungeon crawled. Alright, so we're going to Northreach. Hello. Wait, what is this? Drake's... No, no, no. Yeah, I'm curious where this new section of map is. Maybe it's this? I don't know.
Of course.
Traveling companions, right.
Very good.
Oh, I wonder if there's going to be any new hunts for the Rising Tide. It seems it seems very plausible. Alright, well, Iconic Set 1 is going to be my standard loadout. We will start messing with Set 2 once we get Leviathan. Also, let's not accidentally leave Set 2 on. There's a very real chance that as soon as I get the Dominant, I'll be able to just do all... sorry, not get the Dominant, but as soon as I get the Iconic abilities, I'll just be able to unlock all of it.
The garrison said they take another 100.
To the man it is then.
Just because I have so many ability points saved up. I will say, if I have to deal with another like fight where it feels like
Looks like you've got that.
a boss is able to just one-shot me, that's gonna be annoying. Like, they were dodgeable, but like,
Behind the veil, my lord.
still.
I'm looking for a Layla.
So,
We're not
what you do with your time is up to you. Oh. Oh,
among
look. There's only so much at
specific.
a location. North of town, on the shore of Feist Bay.
Oil of Feist
And that's
Bay?
all.
Oops.
Actually, one thing. There's more than...
Well, duh.
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
Not if she realizes the value of the information she's party to.
And the danger it puts her in.
Is it that tower? Yes, it's that section over there. That's where we're going, I'm pretty sure. That looks like a mother crystal. Jeez. And yeah, it is the tower here. Let's just do this.
Good girl.
Ooh, I am running low on potions. I forgot that I stocked up on them last night, but it didn't save that bit. Thanks, game. That's what happens when I decide I'm going to play my offline game. We love Katamari, in case you were wondering.
Mistakes.
Focus on the Gigas, please. Thank you. we're gonna need him. Wait, what the heck? Am I crazy? Like, that's not where the first marker was. Right? Whatever. So it's just gonna make us, like, go down the whole coast? No, it doesn't look like it.
The tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
No one, apparently.
Boat. Nope. The embers are still warm.
So you're Sid.
It's a cool looking weapon.
I suppose I must be.
It's like if the Royal Army had an
Which means
axe.
you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Moths of Water.
The moats of water.
The very tribe into which it was built, a people notable for their yes, that would be impossible.
Vanished. Though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Kriegers.
Along with
That wave out there.
the surge.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century, some claim the two are connected.
So in other words, not that I'll hold it. The wave was raised by Leviathan moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
Oh.
And you want...
Rescue him. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw, and ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, someone just like you.
What exactly did your dominant do to what?
What did he do? But he deserves a better
Oh my
fate
gosh.
than the one my people forced upon him.
As do we all. Very well. Something tells me you... So we will do what we can for you. But first, you will tell us everything.
I can do better. I can show you. My people are...
Lead the way.
Let's go.
All right, you might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
Oh?
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
That was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day.
Yay, story reason for the area looking pretty. As opposed to gloomy like the rest of the game right now. Not that it looks that bad. It looks very good still, even with it being very cloudy. But I welcome some brighter weather.
And that concludes our little voyage. We're here. It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb.
Finally.
What? You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
I mean, we've barely started this DLC and I've already got 2 trophies. Doesn't bode super well. Oh, this is like the size of Waloed. Very linear. There's a couple places up here, but that's not very big. Okay. Well,
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous.
I was gonna say it's still bigger than the tower, but that might not be true.
Thank you for the warning. And please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
The heck?
It's all the same to me.
Is that Joshua's attempt at flirting?
I was wondering.
Level 100, right out of the gate.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself
Yeah, I didn't think I had actually doubled up on anything there. Jeez, they got a wide range there.
Earlier you mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then, where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
Then it's in for a long wait.
I mean, let's go fight them, because they're at least... So, we still just have palette swaps on existing enemies? I was hoping that we would get, like, some new enemies other than just bosses, but... I don't think we're gonna get so lucky.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home. Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
What the heck is going on there? Is that like a prison, like a laser beam prison or something?
North looking so
Alive.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here, if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
it's beautiful. Shula.
And we aim to keep it that way.
So I know the level cap is bumped to 110. What's back here? Oh, is that the inaccessible? Okay. But anyways, we're still at like 90, so I don't know if we're under-leveled, but I guess we'll find out.
Those stones glowing. That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
If the surge was an act of rage,
One wonders what prompted it.
Yeah, this is a good spot for it. Wasn't expecting a chest. Reflection of... Whoa, that's a trinket that affects Phoenix Shift? Oh. Are we gonna get trinkets that affect, like, all of the abilities? Probably not. Probably just, like... Probably just the ones that don't do a ton of damage. Cough, cough, Odin.
could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay.
Well, now I want to know what's down here. Not a whole lot. At least not right now. Can't use ambrosia here, really.
On evening...
Does morning's light...
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
That's pretty.
Outsiders? Well, I never... Look at the sign.
All right now. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity.
Then we are honored to...
This is quite
So do you believe?
You've made it difficult, but how did your people chance to settle here, in the north? Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight...
We met our doom. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account. That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people can speak more inside. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore.
Thank you.
Is there a shop near? I guess not. Two amphorae of ageless what?
Just you stay away from that temple. Do you hear me?
I heard you the first time.
Jeez, lady.
I'm sorry, but I don't like it.
I guess I should update the stream details here.
Please, Grandad, tell us another story about the witch.
The witch. You know, I wonder if there's a shop in a place called the Stores.
How long do you think this bridge has been...
Apparently not. Alright, well, I guess we're going to the Witten Hall.
Look, Nan, it's the outsiders.
Look, Jill, it's the nosy kid.
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walias.
This man, Walias, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walius is still a baby.
Oh, awkward.
Baby.
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
Not if he's been stuck there.
Would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry.
Walius was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him.
Just call him your
almost
grandfather.
immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the icons sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes,
Forgive me.
I'm not surprised. Which is why it might be better show you exactly.
That is why we came.
Then let us be. There's a road that leads north from the village.
So not her grandfather, because her grandfather's a baby stuck
Are you bound for the
in
waves,
time.
tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you?
I have.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case.
Alright, now I should have
That's
access to a
very
shop.
The feelings.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to.
Thank you.
Then I'd be.
Oh, we got side
Storehouse
missions. But no shop. What the heck,
Across the
game?
bridge. If you're short of supply.
You are, Sid. I wonder if you.
With what exactly?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavat? He's the village smith. He's a craftsman, you see, and he's been fretting about running low on the flowers he uses for dye making. So I wondered if. Perhaps, but it can't. For reasons I can't please. I know it sounds daft, but I'd be.
That voice sounds very familiar.
Hoist is your...
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fount. Elders' blessings, they're called. You don't need to go to the trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask.
2 bars.
Yeah, let's just knock this out real quick before taking on the other side mission. In hopes that it'll unlock the craftsman.
I'm not arguing. The child must.
Excuse me. Pavard's wife tasked me with collect...
Ah. Where do I go on then?
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't an old fool Pavart may be. But
Yeah, it really looked like it was a basket full.
Ah.
Thank you. Forgive my presumptuousness, but the smith...
Wow.
I have a basket full. It fits right back here in my back pocket.
They really are.
Aren't they just? Legend has it that when our people fled from Ash, and as they wandered high and low across the Twins, so when we finally
Well, that's 2 basketfuls. Time to visit Pavard. Your wife asked me to...
Come out.
This dude's a grump.
who? I'm sorry. It's just my husband can be a bit. What with you being a swordsman like, and him being the only smith.
The only reason he couldn't turn to me for... I'm pretty much done with him now, though. But, for the record, the tributary still... Here we are. Acquaint.
All right.
All right, then.
You use them for dyeing, I...
Aye. Crushed. We use it to stain the cloth for our
As modes of water.
That's right. The patent, the Ceaseless Rill, it's called. Symbolizes the river of our tribe, and no matter how that river has ebbed... I shall get back to work.
Oh well.
Enhances Titan's iconic feat. It blocks from behind now? Oh, and restores health. Nice. But that side mission did do exactly what I was hoping it would do, thankfully. Well, the foundry. I imagine the other one probably unlocks the shop.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any.
Oh.
Done. Will that do, yeah? Done. Better than new. Done. Will that do, yeah? A good tide to you.
Wait. Oh, I'll have her... Oh, if you're after something from the store, she will have to charge you for the goods.
Yep.
Though. Not that...
I understand.
Saying that... She's got her hands full with the inventory, you see. The heavens...
If you'd like me to keep an...
Oh, no. Could I?
Of course.
I hope not. But I've scoured the entire village. Aye, that she is. Go and get it. Oh, if she wanted to watch you arrive, should have made...
All right.
You me and my ancestors.
Excuse me.
Little Ruka. She went out through the gate.
Out of the village?
Aye. There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river.
Ah.
Nice little spot, that. That's where she'll be.
Oh well. This must be the path.
They're not here. It's you!
You must be...
You know my name? Can you lot...
You left without telling him where you were...
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me.
All right, and on the way home, you can tell me...
Thank you for bringing her home. And sorry for the trouble.
Oh, no. It was a pleasure.
Daddy, did you know that there are villages 10 times as big as cities, they call them? And in these cities...
Oh, you can tell me all about the outside world later, sweet. One of the big ones being, what are the people?
Are we the only ones she's...
There you are. The rest... A few of us might make the occasional trip to shore for supplies, but for the most part...
Yes.
Well, they make for fine foundations. That's one thing we don't have to worry about. Medicines, metals for tool making, anything like that. Aye. And now Ruka's back. So please, do make...
Ageless tallow.
Thanks for bringing me daughter back. I don't grunt anyway. Now we've got the inventory done, I will have to charge you.
Minwu waistcloth.
May it serve you well.
Minwu arm ring.
Well, if you're sure you need it. May it serve you well. Here you are. Here, we can use that. This is all we can pay. Here, we can use that. This is all we can pay.
Oh. I never made the reinforced Ouroboros down. Oh, goodness.
Here, we can use that. Anything else? I'll be here.
What do you think the tributary season was?
I will have to charge you. May it serve you well.
I may want to keep stone skin tonics on my fast equip.
What is it you want?
Nothing for the Minwu, huh?
Till next time, then.
How long do you think this bridge has been?
Suddenly, there were curls everywhere, look.
Did you hear
Curls
that?
everywhere? Really?
There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
Oh, okay. So maybe this is a little bit more involved than I was expecting.
Careful. The quickest route to the surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets angry?
Really, brother? Did you have to ask?
Yeah, Joshua's definitely, like, flirting with her. Tonberry Creeper?
Tonberries. Foul creatures consumed by their hatred for everyone and everything.
Everything save sharp knives, it seems.
Yeah, they do love their knives. So we do get a new-ish enemy. I mean, it counts, right? They count as a new enemy. I haven't seen him in this game yet. Oh goodness, they're all over the place now.
Gorgar probably doesn't know where I am.
trying to remember to go back the left way when I come back.
I can smell the sea.
It's not far now.
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cape.
Might I inquire about the ray of light?
Please.
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Dwalius by his people.
So another path over there? Yeah.
You said before that the child, but you've yet to tell us how we're meant to reach him. I trust we won't have to hold up.
No. The surge wraps around. There is a path down to the seabed.
All right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the...
Oh, we got a dungeon. Literally just a giant wave frozen in time, huh?
It's not much further now.
The path seems well kept. Do you and the villagers often come this way?
Only me. Once every new moon without fail. It is my duty both as village elder and Dwalius's descendant.
But surely no one blames you for what happened. Why should you bear the responsibility alone?
You misunderstand. I do it because I want to. To show him that he isn't suffering, you will soon witness. The forest grows quickly here. Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
Does the light point the way to the child?
It does indeed.
The visuals are pretty sick.
Look at all the droplets of water suspended in midair.
Where they have remained untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
No. It's not.
There. Up ahead.
Giant crater where it all happened.
Down in the center. Follow me.
What? Oh my gosh, this is terrifying. What the actual hell?
He's still primed.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin, committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean...
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallis's icon?
I tell you, you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence?
I don't know. It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering. And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight.
Oh my gosh, really?
Hush now. It's going to be all right.
Is it done?
I think so. I can feel the icon inside me. But something's wrong.
Alright, time to take it for a test run, I'm guessing. Oh, a dragon? Not a dragon? What is this?
He wasn't just afraid. He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
Not a dragon. Alright. Crosswell, an inescapable rush of water that pummels enemies from multiple angles. Serpent's Cry can be used to summon Clive's off-arm, a sea-spitting serpent. So it's a long range, okay. Pressing square in the state will unleash a tidal torrent. Okay. So there's a reload on it.
Leviathan!
Just a negative, but a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look. It has friends.
Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Am I able to just pour money into it right now? Yes. Oh, I'm also not using any. Oh, okay, I can't do it. I literally have to just walk around and do this. Oh my goodness. That took forever.
Is everyone all right?
He seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. It he knew we were here. How?
I don't know. He's never reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
It's not that simple. I wish it were, but... there's more to this tale. It would be better if I explained back at the village.
I see. Then let's return before it gets dark.
I'm sorry, Walyas. I will make this right. So, part of Leviathan...
No.
Good. If you want to know the rest...
Of course.
Not sure what mastering it does. Okay, so it changes all of those. Extends tidal gauge. Extends the limited ammunition period following a quick refill. Okay. Oh. Pretty straightforward there. What's this guy? Abyssal Tear or Abyssal Tear. Rip open a slowly expanding gateway to the murky depths of the sea. When the timing is right, summon forth an abyssal storm that hones in on nearby enemies. I'm surprised I didn't get a trophy for doing that. Let me just double check here. My trophies have not updated from last night, at least on my app. Oh, okay, I see. I don't think it really changes my build. Deluge might from a will damage perspective. Yeah. Looks like I'd probably put Delusion for no, because Impulse works without me having to like be active with it. Like Deluge is just gonna open me up to damage. Yeah, I don't think this changes my build at all.
Bastard thing. All the fish right up.
What is it you want?
Tide Strike Reforged.
I'd like to see another smith do better. A good tide to you.
No sign of the child.
We'll do that.
To understand the spell which binds Walius, you must first know who we are, and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here. After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago. But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith, and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the imperial histories, for anything less would have made the Church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend, revealing how to make your very own mother crystal.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah.
Yes, yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart. A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant. Well, yes.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon. Leviathan would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak. Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left. Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on. So armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new Mother Crystal and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity. Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end, and prosperity visit us once more. And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the Mother Crystals. So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the dome of light on top of the cliffs to the west? Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge. But it's been a long time since anyone set foot in the place. And now there are others who claim it as their own.
Then we shall go prepared for a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in danger?
We saw the ether flow from Wallius in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar. There will be more. And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back for long.
Then I shall stay. The Phoenix will see your people safe, tributary.
You have my thanks.
Very well. We should depart at once. I fear time may no longer be a luxury we can afford.
You woke the baby.
The Vare is not easy to find. We must first head north, and then west, deeper into the forest.
No sign of the child.
Just...
Is everything...
You're the outside. And this is Talor, one of my patients.
Nothing too serious.
I hope so.
But...
This affliction, it's like nothing I've ever seen. My most powerful. I'm starting to wonder if his condition might require... Shula said that you were here to help.
I'd be happy to.
You can. All I need you to do is speak to Talor's son, Pavat, over at the forge. Something must have... The trouble is, Talor's too weak to speak, so while you talk to Pavat, I'll pay his wife word.
Right.
Oh,
I do. Though not from the forge.
I see.
It's no trouble, really.
Not that I know of. Suppose he might have been a bit more...
When you say out and...
Just round the village. Wanders over to Blazier's place most. Maybe he knows...
Maybe.
Greetings,
Your name is Blazier, is it not?
Zelda. Talor's never been ill a day in his life.
Oh, Fanny doesn't know either. It was she.
Oh, did you see anything strange on your way back from the shore? Are you certain it was like he was expecting something to happen? It was just...
I certainly did. And it might just be what Fanny...
Ah, don't mention it.
Let's see what the healer makes of this.
Almost time for her.
I spoke with Werder, but she couldn't...
Nothing conclusive. Lazir, the fisherman. He kept asking him if he'd seen anything unusual there on his way.
The forest. Surely.
But...
I can't say for sure.
Tonberries.
Encountered them.
And you think they may have caught...
I do. At least, I know it's a lot to ask, but there's an altar there. Please. I'll explain everything when you return, but time flows.
Lots of missions available right now.
My lord, may I... There is a matter with...
Of course, what...
Please.
Something serious.
Yes. I was passing by the low gate when I sort of... But the more I think about it...
And you're sure it wasn't...
Positive. Of course, it could just be my imagination, but if it is who I think it... Would you go and see?
Very well. Whether the man you saw is who you believe him to be or not, we need to know.
Perhaps. Just promise me that...
Don't worry.
Thank you.
Yamila, this man.
A customer.
I'll explain later.
Okay.
I should have let him go alone. Tide, take me. You! Shula said you were a force to be... Hey? Oh, I'm worried about a friend of mine. Would you help me?
I can try.
Of course. You know about the glamour our ancestors...
Shula told...
Right. So you know the cairns we used to maintain... If it weren't for the likes of us...
So your friend went into the forest?
Aye. He said he was going down to Father. There are 2 cairns out that way. One by the banks of the Swift Run.
All right.
His name's Nassef. He's about... If you could track him down and see that he's come to no harm, I'd be much obliged.
Very well. One cairn by the ships, another by the river. Better get moving.
Stranger. Are you alright?
I am.
Oh, I can... And not just any stables. Something... If I had a guess, I'd say your bird eats only the finest greens. Ambrosia.
Well, she's...
You're joking. This I've got to see.
I would if I could, but...
Me dad's got a boat. It'd be perfect timing enough.
You would? All right, then.
He'll be in the storehouse on the...
That one we're going to prioritize so we can get Ambrosia here.
Bastard things.
You one of the...
I am.
I am.
She's asked to see my chocobo.
Are you...
Well, truth be told, I didn't take the idea seriously at first.
If you still, I'll need you to bring us a mimic gourd
And...
Oh, don't ask me. It's been years.
Well, the man who made Ambrosia's tack lived in Martha's Rest, so I suppose I'll go...
I'll be sailing over to Northreach soon to pick up...
I have to go to Martha's Rest, really? Sure. Let's do that real quick.
I remember you. You're the one who's...
She's very well. Thank you.
Oh, don't thank me. You're the one who... Anyway.
I was hoping to... And I thought you might be able to tell me where I could find one.
Oh, reckon I could do better than that. Just so happy.
Really?
Aye, you'll be doing it, but just be on the lookout for wild birds.
I will.
Oh, you're very welcome. And in times like these...
We certainly... Northreach, then. We'd want to keep Anders...
To Northreach! Oh my goodness, he's on the other side of Northreach.
And how might I help the garrison today?
I haven't seen any of those beastly blue-eyed... Do be careful.
I will.
Ready, go? Thanks, Gal.
Ah! And this must be...
I have the mimic.
Thank you kindly.
We're going to take a little trip across the... Well, we made it.
You didn't all? She is as white as snow.
You're beautiful, aren't you, girl?
Brave, too. She was calm as you like on the journey over. The mimic gourd will have played its part, of course, but passing through the walls enough to spook most birds even then. Not this one, though.
Ambrosia's been through a lot. I doubt there's much that could unnerve her now.
Not with a beloved master by her side.
No. It's you who looks after me, isn't it, girl?
Anyway, thanks for bringing her here. I hope I
It's
can
nice to
bring
give
the
Ambrosia a
village
little
back
more
here
attention than she got in the first part of the main game.
Thank you. But I think we might explore Mysidia together.
All right.
Bastard things.
Come on.
Faster!
A bottle. Breath of the Arbor.
Who's there? Stop!
No! No!
Hang on! I'm coming!
Don't eat me! I'll give you gut rot, I swear!
Stand back. I'll handle this.
I mean, it's not bad. I'm using it to try and get that trophy, though, and it did not pop. Do I have to kill 3 enemies? Is that what it is? Just to strike 3 or more enemies with title attacks.
Are you all right?
I'm more than all right. I'm saved! Oh, I could kiss you!
Maybe you should introduce yourself first.
Hervey! I knew it was you. What are you doing here?
I came to see you.
Thank you for saving him and sparing him.
Who is he?
Hervey, one of many clients from my employment beyond the wall.
One of many clients? We spoke every night of our plans together. Whispered songs of love into each other's ears. And then you upped and vanished without so much as a word.
I left you a note, didn't I? I told you I was sorry, but that we could never be together. That I could never abandon my family. And I told you not to look for me. How did you even find this place, anyway?
The flame of your...
Hervey.
I was walking by the coast near Northreach when I saw a lady who looked like you. Eyes like the ocean. Hair like the next moment, she and her companions were jumping in a skiff and sailing out towards the wave. So I, borrowed the nearest boat.
It must have been Shula bringing us. So what? You rowed, found a nose.
And as I did, the skies... That was...
Oh, why did you come? I cannot leave my people.
I'm to meet your family.
Oh my gosh.
But first...
You should never have found this place. How could I be?
Don't be a Hervey, folks.
There's nothing you two met at the vet.
When I worked there, yes. To earn the coin. And for that reason, some of us seek employment.
And so you supported your...
I did. And I have never regretted it. I also... But our love could never be. I knew that if I revealed my...
What will happen to...
Since our people settled...
I see.
That was before my time, you understand? Yamila, know that I do not blame you for any of this. This was my mistake.
Thank you, tributary.
I will take that into consideration. But yours is not the only voice.
Of course.
Missed the last line.
Bastard things.
Good girl.
Alright, we're gonna go to the green altar first.
Before we turned east at the shipwrecks to reach the coast. Now we must head in the opposite direction.
Left it is then. That'll do, girl. If there's one thing I know about beastmen, is that they love to hide in the dark.
I did not know Tomberries had tails. Is that new?
What are they up to? Some sort of ritual. Sorry to disturb you.
The one in front of you, jeez. Do I have to hit them all with the same one? Oh, Tonberries. There we go. I mean, if you can get them all together, like Leviathan's pretty sick. Definitely not as flashy as Odin, but still.
A silver I doubt the Tomberries made it.
it back.
I did.
I knew it.
Well, I'm still not...
Forgive me. This...
Won by men of the faith. What's it...
To understand that, you need to... They feed. And some say that if you render them an offering,
So you think someone's put a tomb...
I can't say for sure, but given his fear of the forest and the presence of the
Does Talor have any enemies in the village?
No. But there's more to the tale, you see. It's said that if you attempt to curse a soul that has returned to the sea...
You're saying he could...
In trying to curse...
When my father was younger, he was one of the few permitted to venture. He told us that when he journeyed to Sanbreque, he'd wear that chain to disguise his true beliefs.
Did they ever catch him in his deception?
Not that he ever...
Come now. Let's not waste time speculating about...
All right.
Thank you.
Aye, and thanks for going to all this... We call it an adder stone. It's a gatherer's charm. Reacts to certain rare minerals we're using. If you find anything, see that you bring it back to me.
I am, thank you.
Serpent Ring design draft. Yeah, craft them.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any. Till next time, then.
Alright, I think just have the one more side mission, and then we can continue on with the main mission.
Bastard things.
Let's... do that.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Thanks, girl.
Wolf trap. There's still more? What? Ow. Wasn't trying to fight the ibexes.
This is the mineral Pavar was talking about. The one that rings out like a bell.
An adamantoise.
Here's the kid. But no sign. To the riverbank then. Who have we here? I'm looking.
Aye, I know him. Takes care of the cans. What do you want with the lad?
Apparently he ventured out to work on... Wow. You're a hunter, yes?
There's a bridge further down the path. Plus, but if I remember rightly...
Okay.
Maybe.
Don't mention.
Let's hope so. This must be the bridge the hunter was talking about.
Another obelisk. Not upset about that, that's for sure. I did not realize, I just figured out that you can use Magic Surge after a lunge.
Hold on!
Ow.
Farewell.
I'm the tributary's guest.
I am?
Your friend Katav asked me to look for you.
I was so focused on attuning the cairn I didn't see those creatures coming till it was too late.
How exactly do they...
Oh, there are crystals inside. Should the ether cease to flow through too many of them, our shroud would...
And an important job it is.
Yeah, the truth is, Me and Katal usually work together, watching each other's backs like.
So you found him then?
Not before the local fauna did. Am I right?
Mustn't have been hungry after all. Expect you'll be wanting someone to escort you back to the village.
When you're next in Haven, be sure to.
If you would.
Now let's come down here first just to get this. Oh, the falls look cool. As a matter of fact, let's just like travel this way a little bit.
What was this place?
An old settlement, we think. It was already long abandoned when my people arrived. Leviathan
Got
drowned
past
it
it.
before it could be fully explored.
Oh my gosh, I was not expecting more. It knew it put something enticing back here. What was that? Reflection of light? Oh, yeah. Interesting. Maybe there is one for Odin after all. Let's go get the aquamarine. I think I found the chronolith for Leviathan, which I do have to complete for a trophy. Let's just get it done. Hit enemy 20 times the title stream. Okay. What do we got first? Deluge and Crosswell. Ow. Oh, you guys can use Hearth Flame all you want. Ow. Oh my goodness.
Farewell.
Oh, 1 second. Alright, sorry about the interruption. We're going to finish this and then wrap up for now. Alright, we have... It's not Deluge anymore. Abyssal Tear. We should do that right out of the gate. Okay. That was loud. Oh, I see. Okay. I can't remember. Is it 3 or 4 stages? Oh, it's definitely 4. Alright, one more and we literally got like a ton of time to do it. What do we got? Okay. I should have expected as much. Excellent. All right. Alright, so that's all taken care of, so that's where we're going to wrap things up for now. One less thing to do, and we're just getting through this thing, so... Anyways, thanks for hanging out. Have a good one.